The engine is starting up.
For launch. GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the R.I.F.T Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Welcome everybody, and thank you for watching Becoming Universally Aligned. My name is Cindy, and I'm your host. I am a Reiki Master Teacher, and I practice sound healing, biofield tuning, Reiki. So anyhow, I am on my own tonight, but we are going to go over a few things, and I would like to say so happy Monday, and tonight is Family Day in Canada, so happy Family Day to everyone. It is apparently President's Day in the States as well, and it is also New Year's Eve. For some people, we are at the end of the year of the snake and going into the year of the horse, fire horse tomorrow. So that is a big thing. And tonight at the sound bath that we did here at the church, we did a good release, and we may actually do a meditation tonight to help with any final releases that we want to let go of, which will be very helpful moving forward in the next few months. So I wanted to say as well, so follow R.I.F.T Nation Network. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble. I'm not sure. I know that there's more. I think it is played on iHeart Radio as well, and some others too. I'm going to have to keep track of that. But anyhow, if you look for us on YouTube and Facebook, you will find us. So you can follow us there. There's lots for everyone to watch. We're going to also talk a bit about the astrology tonight. And I was going to have Joni on, but she's not feeling good tonight. So everybody can send her some good energy. I hope that she's feeling better. We'll get into of what is happening with the planets and the shift that is happening as well. So I just want to open the chat here. Say hi. Oh, Howie is here. Linda is here. Hi, Linda. Hi, Denise. Happy Monday. I'm going to show this so everyone can see the messages here. Oh, it's not showing on my screen. I'm not sure why. It looks a little bit small, but anyhow, there's a little bit of weird things happening tonight. Like I was saying, that we are also having a solar eclipse tomorrow. However, unless you are in the southern area or Antarctica, you're probably not going to see, but it will be looking like a ring of fire, actually, is what it will appear like for anyone who is able to witness it in full. And what I want to mention as well, I do have a clip of Aaron for the Schumann, and I think so, and everyone does feel it a little bit different, but for myself today, I was feeling a lot of energy come in and feeling like I needed to get going and be doing something. So it was maybe a little bit of excess energy that I was having, but didn't really get a headache. I know that our temperature has changed, and that often affects me as well too. That just, it's very damp, and the pressure will affect me as well. But I'm going to jump over and get this shared so that you can watch her play for, I think it was starting at 10 a.m.
February the 16th. I'm back home in the cold, but I am so glad to be back with you guys. I missed you over the last few days. Let's take a look at the graph. So here's the graph. There really has not been a lot going on over the last few days. This is part of the reason why I didn't make a video, because there was to tell you. We had some release that happened a few days ago, but since then it's been very quiet. This morning though, over last night, we run into some integration. So here's the chart starting at about 10 p.m. last night Central Time here. Remember, this is local Russian time on a 24-hour clock that I am translating to my local time, which is Central Time Zone. It started about 10 a.m. These long lines here, this is integration. This is all the energy finally soaking into your system. We also have this throat line lighting up here. This line is pretty bright, friends, and it's got some new energy coming in. So you may be feeling the need to sort of speak up today a little bit. While it's not forceful or big, it is pretty loud here, and there's a release to go along with it. Here's our Italian chart, and there is that release energy coming in right here. So that's going to make that throat area a little spicy today. My best suggestion to everyone is pause before you react. Give yourself the time to think about what you're saying so that you react from your own integrity, and don't get dragged into somebody else's mess because they just want to argue with you. This is something I'm working on myself. You hear those bees? So we have two different kinds of energy going on. We have integration energy, which for me makes my body very, very tired while my mind is going 100 miles an hour. And we also have this release happening at the same time, which tends to make me more reactive, more emotional, more everything. Everything feels more with this energy coming in, but that's just source trying to get you to let go of those little triggers that you've been holding on to, because they're going to hold you back. The things you've been avoiding dealing with or confronting or taking over or getting rid of, those things are coming up to the surface now, not just here down in this release, but here in this throat line, wanting you to just let go of whatever it is that you're holding on in here. This new energy is coming in to sort of clean out the space for you. Just watch your spice. I wanted to show you our sun. We are leaving the year of the snake and entering the year of the fire horse, and we have this big snaky hole on our sun. This has increased the solar wind speed significantly. If you are in the upper part of the United States, you might have even seen auroras last night because that was so cool. But with this hole here, the solar wind speeds have increased for me. That gives me that sort of swimmy feeling in my head. I've been feeling it all morning. I was getting alerts overnight, and I'm feeling it this morning as it starts to impact the planet. Here's a picture of our magnetosphere. It's a little bit reduced, not completely, but a little bit reduced. This is the thing that tends to give people a lot of headaches. So far, we still have a magnetosphere. We're doing okay, but with the solar wind speed increasing, I would expect this to decrease a bit, especially over the next few days. So just keep an eye on the things that give you a headache just to help yourself out a little bit. And our GCP for today is green. Thumbs up. Everything is A-OK as of right now. Keeping in mind that this changes constantly throughout the day, I do encourage you to check it yourself. It's a really cool experiment that they're doing. I actually really love it. But everything right now in the collective consciousness is green, meaning everything's good, nice and smooth and calm, nothing unusual going on. Again, this integration might be making you tired and you might be speaking a little bit funky this morning, so pay attention to that spice that's coming up. Just pay attention. Right now that I'm back home,
Okay. Okay. So I'm not sure how everybody else is feeling with it. Hi, Lois. Hi, Christina. Thank you for joining. I'm not really sure how everybody else is feeling, but I know like it's definitely a lot of energy that I'm feeling today too. So a lot of with that release too, I find the grounding really supports that. Anything that we can do to make ourselves feel more grounded. So also, we're looking at for the planets and the shifting, and Saturn and Neptune has now moved over. I pulled my natal chart so I can see exactly what is going on and where it is in my chart. Oh, so Lois, you're having a headache. Yeah. So I was thinking like it is our temperature. We're getting it a warmer temperature as well here too. But then obviously, so after you see the message from Aaron, then that does make sense, right? So maybe even a little bit of clearing in there as well. So I find to when I have a headache, and Tiger's Eye is good for grounding, but it also gives you clarity as well. So I guess we are pulling that energy down through us, right? So if you wanna try that, that works too. I'll put peppermint oil. I'll just rub it on my forehead as well, and that kind of really, it's cooling, and it gives you a bit of relief there too. So Saturn and Neptune is together at 0 degrees in Aries now, and so I guess the 0 degrees, and I wish I had Joni here to verify these few things for me, but I feel like the 0 degrees of Aries is like it's almost like a clean slate. It maybe that it's offering. It feels like it's offering to us that, and but also that we need to be very clear when we're setting our intentions, right? Be very clear on what you are asking for at this time too. And the eclipses, they really speed things up. So, you know, that energy and the manifesting, so be very clear what you are. I guess that's the old saying that people say, be careful what you wish for, right? But for some reason, I think it feels like, it may feel like foundations are a little bit off as well, or shaky. And I think that is just us transitioning as well. Yes, okay, so Denise says, here we go. There's my helpers. Creator degree, yes. I think that is what she calls it also. And world degree, yeah. So I think that opportunities will also appear very quickly for us as well. So any kind of clarity that we can give ourselves to watch for those things coming forth for us too. And obviously these are just my opinions too, but I think too, it has been said that this next few weeks is going to be a lot of, because it's moving into Aries, so I know Joni has always said to be careful of believing everything that you're hearing and what you're seeing at this point in time too. But so what I wanted to do with you guys tonight, I pre-recorded just because I wanted to make sure that the sound was going to be okay. I pre-recorded a 10-minute, just a clearing, a sound bath for you, just to get yourselves grounded, so that we do have a chance to release anything that we need to release. Just as Aaron was saying there too, but I feel like we've been working from New Year's Eve, thinking that we need to keep clearing and keep clearing, and we're coming up to the point now where it is coming into the year of the horse. So this I also do have to share. And I'm going to have to open it first, so just give me a couple seconds here. Okay. Oh, it didn't stay up. I wonder why. Okay, guys. So I thought it is in a file that I have, but I guess because it's not in Microsoft Edge that I can't share it. So maybe I need to learn how to do that a little bit better. So I guess we aren't going to do the sound bath unless I can just play it and you can listen to it. That is also an option, I think. But let me just see. I'm going to play it, and then if someone can tell me in the chat if you can hear it. Okay. So, that was about 10 minutes, and you may feel pretty calm right now. Just, I don't know, a lot of the times I just wiggle my fingers and toes and take a deep breath and then feel myself come back to my body. I'm going to seriously have to figure out how to do this live on here, so you don't have to stare at me while I'm playing that. But I did also pull up, some other things for grounding too. So candle gazing is a really good one too. So if you're lighting a candle and just watching the flame, I find that's really nice for getting into a meditation as well. That you can stare at the flame, and sometimes when you stare at the flame, you can actually see the beam of light coming towards you, and it kind of gets you into a very calm state. I think that's why campfires are so amazing too, right? Yeah. Oh, bring the. Thank you so much, everybody in the chat, for helping me out here. Oh my goodness. And so Anita Perry, thank you for watching. Oh, you're welcome. I wish that you could have seen the video because it was actually the bowls and me playing it. So maybe I'll put it on YouTube, and then we can play it from there. But anyhow, so I did actually print off, I did some information digging on this as well. So the sun and the moon in Aquarius. Looking at your natal chart to find out what house Aquarius is, or some people actually already know, is a good helper for you to know what is affecting you. But the sun and the moon in Aquarius. So I looked up some themes here. So when we're in that cycle, it is about collective consciousness, and liberation from old systems, which is exactly what is happening for us right now. And individuality and higher. The sun and the moon in Aquarius is higher mind downloads. So the insight, right? Getting more insight, and visionary type thinking, and seeing the bigger pattern. So we may even start coming out of societal, like feeling closed in for society, or even in our own thought patterns as well. So that was another thing that I found as well on that. And then Saturn entering Aries. So this is major. Saturn is about structure, karma, discipline, and mastery. So, and Aries is initiation, fire, self-leadership, and raw life force, was one of the things that came up too. So when Saturn enters Aries, it's about a responsibility about identity and discipline around action. Also, no more waiting, and to start something too. And it's the beginning of a 29-year karmic cycle. Cycle for courage, self-trust, and leadership, is what I'm finding on that. And Lois, yours is in the 7th house. So partnerships, partnerships. That's good. And Anita. Oh, I do hope to see that. Thank you for helping. This is highly Scorpio to relax. Yes. Yeah. So I plan on doing a lot more, and I just need to figure out the, I'm finding that when Howie is going to help me out, and we're going to jump on and do a demo and get the sound set up, because everything in the programs that I'm using, everything recorded sounds good, but the second that I jump into the platform, I think the settings are shifting, or they're not jiving exactly. So I really do need to get that figured out so that I can put some healing energy out there for you guys. So ninth house. So that ninth house is higher learning and could be travel for you as well, I think, right, Denise? Ninth house. I have my little cheat book. I went and got, for astrology, I went and got this notebook, and it's so funny because the number of pages in this book covers, okay, so it covers every planet, the fire signs, the astrology signs. It has page for the 6 fixed stars, so 6 major fixed stars, and then enough pages for every card of the regular tarot deck. So like I just grabbed this and oh my God, it fits everything in here. So it's kind of my little cheat book that I carry around, because it's a little bit smaller than some of the big textbooks for astrology that I have. So philosophy, philosophy, intellectual truth, higher education and study, core values, expansion of all sources and inspiration. So exploring the world and cultures. So even if you're not traveling, right, you can be learning about these places, whatever interests you. So it could be like whatever is resonating for you, you should start digging into. Yeah. So if you guys are interested, I also want to do a little meditation, because I find that it might be helpful for you guys too. What I was doing was a meditation that I had prepared, and basically it is just for releasing any of that residue that we are holding on to, maybe things that we're avoiding letting go, or maybe just things that we're not aware of that we need to let go, because I feel like with the planets the way that they are, and with the eclipse and moving into this new year, that we're at a time where it would be good to release what we can, so that we can move forward with freedom, right? Because that's what it's going to be for us, talking about freedom. So I'm going to, it's a couple pages long, but I don't think it's going to take, it's probably only going to take about 10 minutes. And I'm going to try this again. I'm going to use some music. I think that worked the last time for us. So I'm going to play some music. I'm not at home, so I don't have my Alexa to pull it up, but I have some music that I like to use. This is kind of my go-to for when I'm doing a Reiki session. It's got some chimes in it. And okay, so just if you get yourself comfortable, just so that you can relax, take in a deep breath and hold it. And you feel that energy build as you're holding your breath. And then as you are releasing, let all of that energy out. So release. Release on the exhale. You can do that breath again. Take another deep breath in and hold it. And then release. A lot of the times when I'm holding it, I visualize the energy swirling around because when you are holding, the energy is building. And release that out. Feel yourself grounding by using your meridians connecting into Earth's energy. And have that softening your nervous system. Visualize an element such as wind, water, washing or blowing away anything you have been holding on to unnecessarily. Let the water and the wind, let it go. Release, release, release. Release the residual energy to move forward into the new. Visualize a tall pillar or column of white, golden light coming from above, encasing your field down from above and deep into the earth. It's protecting and guiding you to release all with safety, security, and highest authority from all past versions of yourself. They are no longer relevant for this shift. Release, release, release. This may feel different. The energy may feel different. Clear, organized, confident. You may see a gateway or a portal. You may even see a ring of fire being the portal. The eclipse is pulling to you, to this new energy. This invites movement, courage, vitality, and stamina, and purpose. Release, release, release. As we're releasing, we stand grounded with great awareness, clarity, and fully energized. We can ask the sun, the moon, and the fire horse to release all that no longer serves us, that weighs us down, and to be left to be harmonized in earth. Your higher self is assisting you. Release, release, release. You can say, I welcome my unique presence. Thanking our higher self for assistance in moving forward with a clear, aligned purpose. And with gratitude, slowly bring yourself back to your physical self, fully embodied with calibrated energy. And we can say to ourselves, I am present, I am present, I am present. So we can also, as we are in a calm state, we can connect and feel into your body and feel where it is physically that we may need attention. And just when we find that, we can just send energy to that area for our own healing. Ask your higher self to send that energy to that place. Oh, hi, Mish. How are you? Thank you for watching. Yes. Yeah, I liked that meditation. I felt like we needed to dig into more than just our current, what is going on with our body as far as releasing. And even back in this lifetime, I feel like we needed to connect deeper and release more, all versions of ourselves, so that we can move forward. Oh, Linda, you're welcome. I hope that the sound is good. I don't know why I can't tell until the replay that whether or not the sound is okay. I tried the headphones last week with Keith, and it was clear for me, but then when I was listening to the replay, it was really fuzzy. So I'm not sure what these going on with these settings, but I guess we will figure it out. That's okay. You're actually ahead of us. Oh, that's good, Linda. I'm glad you didn't have any problem hearing the sound. That's really good. Okay. So also, what I wanted to say too, in the next couple weeks, I am having, so Trisha Tone, so if anyone is from this area, so she is just a few towns away from me. She's from Mitchell, and I've known Trish for, goodness, probably 14 years. And she is going to come on, and we are going to talk about different types of meditation, what meditation does to the body. So she has a book that she wrote. I think it might have been like 4 or 5 years ago, and it is called Awaken the Guru in You. And it's a lot of meditation, her story in there as well. So I'm excited to have Trish on. That is next week, and that is March already, believe it or not. So next week we're getting into March. And then the week after, I have Stephanie Malo coming on. And I have seen Stephanie, I want to say 3 times on Carrie Lynn's Spirit Switchboard. And I finally met her, and she is also from my area. And she's going to be on. Oh, wait. Sorry, next week is not March. I'm jumping ahead. I'm firing ahead already. So Stephanie is on in March, and Trish is on next week. So anyhow, you will be able to find it. They are all scheduled on my YouTube or Rift Nation's YouTube in the upcoming sessions. So, yeah, we are going to talk with Stephanie about her books that she has. I believe she has 3. I have one of them. And then talk about her courses in presence that she offers. And then I think that her and Carrie Lynn's going to pop in and talk about their offering that they have jointly in her meditation hut. So I think they have something coming up in March, but we'll talk to them about that as well. So that's pretty exciting stuff coming up. And so how's everybody feeling from that? Are you enjoying how this is going with the meditations and the sound? I think that maybe, so in March, we have more planetary things happening coming in April. I have so many notes on everything that is upcoming. So is it April 17th, talking about, there's more planetary shifts happening. So maybe in the end of March, you know how Susan does card readings and things like that? I was wondering if I could, come on, have my tuning forks and even offer some distance. Like if anyone is feeling anything, we can do a little bit of distance. Or you know what, chances are that it could be a collective thing and we're all feeling the same thing. So we can chime in and do something like that too. So there's so many options to go with the sound and frequencies, and meditations as well too. So good. Okay. I'm glad that you are relaxed. Yeah, that's good. And because when I'm just all of a sudden saying now relax, and you got to sit and be prepared for it. I sometimes wonder if the show should be even longer, even after last week's show with Keith. Like we could have gone on for hours talking about things, right? No, not that you guys have hours to watch us, but anyhow. So very relaxing, and the sound is clear with good. Oh, perfect. Thank you. That's good. Yeah, I love the bowls too. And I'm noticing too, we were just, so I have been putting so some dampening under the root chakra, because my gosh, like it really gets going and it really starts to vibrate. And I think a lot of it too is, depending on how many people are in the room, because the sound is matching the people. There's so many different things, but it's, how you have to adjust your instruments. If you're a musician, well, these bowls are the same thing. It takes them a little bit to, as they are working, then they do become clearer as we keep going. So, example, egg, drawn a pick or put a crystal in, and we have to guess. Do you want me to do that? Okay. So these are ideas, I guess. Yeah. Okay. You want to test your intuition? We can do that for sure. So is everyone feeling like their intuition totally boosting up? The knowing, right? I think you're already knowing things. You're knowing the answers. Oh, guess what's in the envelope? I see. Guess what's in the envelope? Help us tune into our gifts. Good. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's do that. And it makes for another show, doesn't it? To carry on a part 1, part 2, part 3. It's very good. Yeah, that's such a good idea, Mish. We should do that. You know, and I could even do some tarot some night too. You know, if you guys like, we could do some readings. I love doing that as well. Yes, that's a great idea. Yeah. Thank you for giving me all the ideas too. And you know what? If there is someone that that you want to see on the show, just let me know. Because I mean, all it takes is just you know, to ask them to come on. Or if you know anyone who is doing sound therapy in your area, and like I could have them on the show, we could talk about that for a while too, right? And share. And you know, because everybody does things differently too, right? So I do a lot of combinations because working through to match those tones, so I'm not just working on one spot at a time. I like to do the combination because I feel that it pulls and I mean, the chakras are so interconnected that it gives an extra boost of energy to it too. Yeah, yeah, tarot would be awesome. That would be fun. Okay, yeah, we can do that. I think the energy starts to slow down, we'll get into some things like that. That'd be a lot of fun. So, yeah, so watch for us next week. I'm not sure if we are going to do a meditation, but I think that we're going to talk about all different types of meditation. So that's going to be really interesting. So come and join me next week with Trish. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great night, and can't wait to connect next week and see how everybody is feeling once we make it through this eclipse and some of this energy, okay? So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week.